Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 13 of season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We're going to go ahead and hop into this one, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also could suggest and vote on movies we react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate if you enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And with that all sent out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 13, simply titled, Boom. Here we go.
I'd be the first to admit that I followed my worst instincts at times. Loss will make you do that. It feels good in the moment, but it never ends well.
Wait.
I have this voice in my head telling me not to.
Who's he talking to if not that guy?
It's telling me to be patient.
Himself?
Stay steady.
Or just continuing on?
You don't mean me, sir.
Oh, well, there we go.
It's Agent May. She told me to stay on mission.
Hold on. This could be her.
We don't know if we can trust her.
He's not being subtle at all. A big dude like Mack.
Damn it, I don't have confirmation.
Her face will be all the confirmation we need.
How was your day?
Good day so far, thanks.
Oh, wait.
I'd say that's confirmation.
Hold on. Okay, maybe there's an alias that she's going under, or maybe she's the original template, like visually, for the build. I'm curious.
It's astonishing.
Agent May kept finding the edges of our simulations. That's no longer a concern given the Earth has no edges. It's round.
Thank you.
I didn't expect you would build our entire world.
With slight improvements.
Wow. Wait, what does that mean?
Agent May, she's...
Dude,
happy.
May is
Clinical
a
definition of happy is
badass.
difficult to quantify, but she meets much of the criteria.
That she's like pushing them this far with this simulation is insane.
It was worth it.
Is it though?
Welcome.
I
Morning,
would
check up.
not want him reading it.
That book, you really shouldn't touch that.
I read it while you were sleeping.
Oh.
You said it would help me find a solution to eliminate the Inhuman problem.
I also said don't touch it. It can warp the senses, corrupt the mind.
He's so Gollum-y about it, man.
And it gave me a simple answer. You.
Well, thank you, book.
I've already worked out the first step.
Found an Inhuman to dangle in front of S.H.I.E.L.D.
As you are aware, they are not easy to come by. Until now, pure Terrigen crystal.
Oh.
Picked up some samples last year when I was working for a previous benefactor.
You could call him that.
The chemical in this pure form is harmless to humans. If you're a potential inhuman, however, it will turn you.
We're counting on it.
Damn.
Oh, for the love of...
They have a detections scanner now.
Coulson's got a prosthetic hand, for God's sakes.
Very true. Can't have it going off on him.
That's enough for now.
Agent Simmons?
It's not good news, I'm afraid. The serum that's been giving you your strength, it is potentially lethal.
Of course.
So you're saying it's...
Of course it
a little
is.
risky.
Beyond that, I would say.
You've been fortunate so far, but the next injection might cause cardiac arrest. And if it doesn't, the one after is even more likely to kill you, and so on until...
The percentage increases every time he uses it.
You know, I agreed not to take the serum until you completed the medical test. I'm even in daily physical conditioning, learning to fight. Agent Piper had me pinned in 10 seconds this morning.
Tomorrow it will be 12.
No.
I need my strength. We're already a man down.
We are all doing everything to find Agent May.
But I already went from head coach to quarterback, and now you're telling me I'm going to be on the bench.
That's gotta suck.
Straight from engineering and complete with all the modifications that you requested. You now have a serum delivery device on the belt of your suit. Just one turn and the injection is delivered directly into the...
Yeah, about that. We want to avoid doing that, but...
It's also good that we added a heart monitor and a GPS. So when you do use the
Fitz,
injection...
it's too dangerous.
Oh. Could you told me that before I did my whole big present?
A little heads up would have been great. Damn, that sucks. I feel bad, man.
And remember, the relocation data is for S.H.I.E.L.D. eyes only. So if you get any pushback, you know how to find me.
Copy that, Agent Johnson.
I like seeing her in charge.
The Sokovia Accords give her a right to their locations.
That's why you'll make sure the UN backs our play. No matter how many grueling bureaucratic conference calls you have to make.
This is your part to play, buddy.
How's the fishing expedition?
Turns out Fitz was right. Radcliffe didn't create Ada out of thin air. He modeled her after someone.
Well, there we go.
Australian expat living in Spain. We've been surveilling her and she appears to be uncompromised.
Well, let's hope she can lead us to Agent May. So how can I help?
You're doing it.
Nadir and her Russians are gunning for the Inhumans. I need to do something more.
I know. I felt the same way when I started working with the Avengers. It's not easy to find your place when you're working with heroes and gods.
That's a good point.
I did my best to protect the team. Turns out I had a role to play. You'll make the right decision at the right time, or you'll get an Asgardian staff through the chest.
The writers, man, they're so fucking good. She's an artist.
It's a replica, you know. The original's in Mallorca.
Yeah, I know.
You know because you've spent time in Mallorca, or because you know a thing or two about replicas?
Oof.
I'm sorry, have we met?
Not yet, but I know about the work you did with Holden Radcliffe.
Ooh. Well, that.
We're with S.H.I.E.L.D. We need to talk.
Show her.
Oh my god. He actually did it.
Damn. Oh, he's got the crystal on his keychain.
I want the public up in arms about S.H.I.E.L.D. hiding Inhumans in their backyards.
Oh!
And I want it by the evening news.
They're gonna use it on her. Because if her brother has it, that means she does. That's a way to resolve this little thread all on its own, too.
Need a word. Realizing your brother was infected and had to die because of it, or realizing you have the same blood coursing through your veins.
I mean, it's not an implication. It's there.
But everyone that carries it is part of the plague.
How dare you? I want you out of my office.
Too late.
No, wait. Stop. Wait.
Oh. Wow. Wait.
I'm okay.
Oh! Whoa! What a twist! Okay, so she didn't have it, but he did. Wow, that backfired. I mean, I guess like the gene can skip a generation. Oh, what the hell? What was that? Did he blow up? Honestly, I'm shocked. I mean, I guess that's the point. I guess it makes sense. I mean, my brother picked up the diabetes in her family. That dodged me. So I guess it very well can do the same thing there.
Trust me, she's gonna show up on the news having just missed the blast, and she's gonna pin it all on S.H.I.E.L.D. That's what she does.
We are sad to confirm that Senator Ellen Nadir is among the dead.
Well, about that.
It's not too late to do the right thing. Grab what you need. It's time to show the world what S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for.
Let's fucking go.
I was shocked but not surprised, which is surprising. He called her Ada, and he could have made her look like anyone, but he chose you.
Yeah, I got that part, thanks.
That's gotta be so violating to find out.
How we felt about each other didn't matter. What mattered was that he couldn't deal with failure.
What is it?
Garden variety brain tumor, but at least it's in a really interesting place, which makes it totally inoperable.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks for ruining one of the few good days I have left. Finding out your nightmare ex has built a robot replacement of you is a lot to process, so.
I can imagine.
I understand your situation, and I don't want to make you cooperate, but if I have to, I will.
Wake up and face death every day. You think I'm scared of you?
Damn.
Director Mace, are Inhumans behind this?
Well, indirectly, I guess.
He said he wanted to show the world what S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for.
Well, I was hoping to do that by solving this thing.
We got this.
He just wants to be
So I guess
involved.
now I'm the team mascot.
Pretty much. I mean, you were before, technically.
Agnes gets us to Radcliffe. Radcliffe gets us to May.
She said she couldn't help us. Give her some peace.
I'm not planning on punching a hole in the universe and releasing a demon into the world.
For Agnes, Radcliffe is the demon. Even if she agrees to reach out to him, we don't know if Radcliffe has May. We don't even know if May is still...
Go ahead. Finish that thought.
Mack makes a good point, though.
But there's gonna come a time when you have to realize...
I'm not giving up on May. When I was gone, she never gave up on me. So I'm gonna make Agnes cooperate. You don't need to be part of it.
Has to be something.
Clearly.
And yet there's
I mean, was he the bomb?
So, we take a bit of everything and test a bit of everything. Old school.
But then why did he explode? Well, that's a shitty power if it's just a die in an explosion.
It was with the Russians who took the Darkhold.
If the Russians and Radcliffe have the Darkhold, they could have created a new untraceable explosive.
I really hate that book.
3 bodies in the morgue right now. He's our bomber. We need to find him.
Oh yeah, we don't know that he even didn't survive it. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. So he's a human bomb. Up the title of the episode, boom.
Thought you didn't make it. Almost didn't.
Well, how is this gonna go though?
I told you to bring her to me if she didn't turn. She became a husk. A thing that exploded.
Oh.
How did you get out? I don't remember. Give me a chance to prove myself.
He's in such denial.
You are my superior. That's all I wanted to hear.
Well, they have their Inhuman to test, though, and I'm wondering if he knows that or not.
I leave this city now.
I don't think so.
You've made it far too great a risk to even be in this country. We both know S.H.I.E.L.D. will come for you. I'm trying to take you down.
And I will take them down with me.
Does he know or does he not know? Did he fall for it? I think he fell for it, but whatever. Who cares? I never get...
I was planning on coming down here.
It never stops being satisfying seeing Daisy quake somebody across a room.
I know you don't want to hear I'm sorry anymore, so I apologize. Radcliffe took something from me, too. Her name is Melinda May, and she means everything to me. I wish there was another way. I'm trying not to make it personal because May would hate that, but I can't help it. It is. May's like you, and she's not afraid of death. She deserves the chance to live what's left of her life on her own terms. I know you can appreciate that.
What do you need me to do?
No. Fuck.
Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. custody.
Oh no, we have a bomb on the plane now too.
You're
Shit.
lucky you're with us and not the FBI. We know about Anton Ivanov. Why'd he target Nadir?
Is the director here?
You see, I'm trying to help you. If you get us to Radcliffe, I can get you a deal.
The only freak I'll speak to is the director.
Let's try again now, shall we?
Would you do something about that infernal buzzing?
It says you've received an urgent alert from a post-humanist subgroup, marked private.
No, I need to leave immediately.
Mm.
In fact, you look entirely authentic. Familiar, even.
Oh, wow.
I'm not unique.
Oof. I wonder,
Good signs to model you on someone real.
Someone you were close to.
Yes, now she needs my help.
I wonder what this revelation is going to do for her. I'm really worried about where all that's gonna go, man.
Jemma, you didn't find pieces of bomb casing in that office. You found pieces of
Inhuman husk. Fizz, you're brilliant.
Well, we both said it at the same time. Big question is, how did Shockley survive it?
Thank God they put that together before anything, well, when... We're not done yet.
This guy wants to talk to me, then why not?
Because he wants to blow you the hell up right now.
Persuasion.
Do it in there, please, at least.
You two might be the most famous Inhumans in the world. Forgive me, fellas.
Oh, yep, here we go.
Get away from him!
He's the bomb!
Get him in the thing! Get him in the drop pod! Oh no, we're gonna lose Mace, aren't we? Okay, we're good. Pop goes the... Oh! Damn! Quick thinking, though, on Mace's part.
Don't do that. Don't risk your life when you're doing it. You could have been blown to bits.
Aww. Oh. Oh. So he just reforms. I wasn't sure if he like let out a blast from his body. He is the bomb. Like more than that. That's wild. Ooh. Wow. What? He's getting a little bit of a rush out of it. What if he ends up liking being Inhuman? What then?
You been in some sort of accident, mister?
You could say that.
What happened to your clothes?
This is why I need to be at full strength at all times. If I'd been powered up, none of this would have happened.
Okay. It wasn't pretty, but no one died. Except for, well, maybe Shockley, but I'm fine with that.
Agent Johnson, I fumbled the ball.
All the sports lingo in this episode.
What is that?
It's a high-pitched frequency caused by Shockley's cellular vibration.
The ramping up of his kinetic energy at an atomic level.
Oh.
That massive energy transforms his body from a solid to a flammable gaseous state.
Oh, he turns into a fire fart.
So we know he can control it, but how do we control him?
You guys know
Yeah,
that I
no, but
can't.
you did absorb tremors in Los Angeles.
Oh.
It's not the same thing. I can't just.
You're gonna have to try it.
I can try.
There you go.
Shockley is now the perfect weapon and undetectable bomber who gets to walk away.
That is terrifying to think about.
For you.
Are you serious?
If you don't have the guts to face me, I'm done.
Agnes, none of that matters right now. I've done it. I can save you. I said I would save you. Let me keep my promise. Just follow my instructions.
Oh.
He's here. Agnes, do what he says. Try to keep him on the phone.
But is he saving her only by copying her brain and making a duplicate, or has he actually found a medical way to save her?
I need your phone.
Oh, sure.
Because those are very different things. He might not see it as such.
Who is this?
I have a confession to make.
Oh.
The Terrigen.
It didn't turn the deer into one of those monsters. It made me one.
You're Inhuman. There's no confession that can absolve you of this.
I will deliver S.H.I.E.L.D. to you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Yeah. Run.
Why would that guy get that scared at that moment? Would he even know what was about to happen?
And we'll keep trying until you can defuse Mr. Shockley.
Hey, like I said a long time ago, man, if she mastered her powers, she's the most dangerous Inhuman or superhuman in general in the universe.
I built a world where death is obsolete.
Oh.
You wouldn't even be the first to experience it. I have a subject in the framework right now, and she's thriving. I can give you a full and happy life.
All that would be is another copy. Her body and brain will still die. Shit.
Radcliffe!
Get us out of here. We need cover.
That sucks. Because May's only thriving in this virtual space because they're also keeping her body alive. Anything beyond keeping her brain active, which is the problem in this case, is just a copy. The copy will live, but the original will still die. And that's what I was talking about. I'm not sure if he sees the difference or not.
We're about half a mile away.
Okay, well, hurry up and call. I haven't actually been able to pull this off yet.
Why don't you come closer? You scared?
It's gone from an explosive gas to a fully functional
jackass.
The amount of kinetic energy required to reform it's remarkable. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
Exhausted.
Oh.
What? Well, I thought if I can't keep them together, I might as well blow them apart.
Oh, that's fun. He's reforming even faster now.
Can't kill me that way. If you wanted to get me naked, all you have to do it.
All right, I mean, this is going away.
She's going to wear him out instead. We need to hurry.
I'm good to go.
And then contain him. What's this?
Those aren't ours.
Who then?
The Superior and his group.
This is a trap. Shockley's the bait.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
They're here for us.
See? It's pointless.
And if the first pod was any indication, we only have 2 more episodes of this section after this, too. And now she's getting hurt.
Simmons, I can't take this much longer.
Sir, there's an army coming our way. Get in the car.
No. I think I figured out my place on the team. I'm the blocker.
Oh. Damn. He's the shield. I'm gonna cry. Fuck. You know, the other cars could just drive around. Yeah. Why don't they just continue on to their objective?
We have the Inhuman director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, wait. They still need an Inhuman test subject, right? They think he's Inhuman, so they might keep him alive while he holds them off and then find out that whatever they're trying to do won't actually work. Oh! Oh, it's a... Oh, okay. I thought we were going to have to get him in it. Well, I mean, we got him in it, but I mean, like, get it around him. It had a vacuum on it. Sucked up all his gaseous molecules.
Just as I promised. Soon you'll never suffer again.
I'm so worried for her, man. Also worried what Ada might end up doing to her in the long term, too.
Are you ready for a better world?
It's still her. See, it's just a fucking copy.
She made her choice.
Then it goes on to the debate about what is life and all of that, but still that her dies, regardless.
I know it's not easy to let go.
To let go of May? He said he had a subject in the framework, someone who was thriving. He was talking about May.
Yep.
She's alive.
Hell yeah. Because even if it is her for this moment, like maybe they built the world.
Her in this life.
Okay, there it is. This is all for him in the end. Oh.
It doesn't matter. In the framework, our consciousness will live forever.
Wow, fuck you.
The body will always give up, eventually.
I don't know if she died of her own accord there, like that would just happen to be the moment she died, or if they medically killed her once they uploaded everything. And she's gonna take the necklace. Well, shit. Well, she's dead. And a copy of her now lives on in this virtual space. Which begs the question at this point, why are they keeping May alive still? I mean, hell, they wouldn't have been able to build this framework to this extent without her continuously testing its bounds. So in that way, she still serves a purpose, but that's so depressing, especially the way that all ended there, man. You know, she gave in to that hope, that lie. And like I said, in his mind, he may not even see a difference, but her brain is still in her body. Her original memories are still in her body, and she died. There is a copy of her, just like the LMD, just with all of her memories and everything. With science fiction, there's always this idea of like, are we doing a a transfer, or is it a copy, a backup, a clone? And so far, everything in this indicates, and he even said it himself, so like everything he told her was a flat out lie. Her life, as she knows it and as she feels it, ended this moment. Another her that is exactly like her, but digital, just gets to live on in perpetuity. But that's not her. It's a her, but not her, if that makes sense. And to him, it might not matter. And it seemingly doesn't matter. Because he's just like, just as long as a version of her exists out there, then she's still here or whatever. And then this Ada, who has been adapting, learning, poking, prodding, all these things all throughout this, questioning his directives, questioning his motives, and now even learning that she's not unique, but based on somebody else, which she didn't, obviously she didn't realize. So now that she's wrestling with that, I would say, and now she's taking this one little detail that was left over, that necklace, and I'm just wondering what Ada's trajectory is going to be, especially with all this. I've been kind of expecting her to eventually turn on Radcliffe, but that has yet to happen. All that aside, with Mack and them trying to like use her to get to him, it almost worked, but it gave them enough information to at least keep their hope alive that May's still out there, because he did let slip that he's already got an active person in there. At least the only known captive that he has is May, and that would indicate she's doing just fine. Nadir is now removed from the equation. You know, she didn't have the gene. Her brother did. She didn't, surprisingly enough, and she survived the Terrigen crystal going off, but Shockley did not. He turned, and he became a human combustible, but he still kept his values going. He kept on going on the road that he was on, despite his own now internalized self-hatred, and is still becoming a tool for the superior, who just used him as a decoy in his own right. Because of course, like I said, your confession doesn't absolve you of your sins or whatever. You're an Inhuman now. Sorry, bud. I don't care how loyal you are, you know, but left him out there thinking that he was going to be what he was. And maybe he even knew on some level that this was what was going to happen, because he stalemated Daisy out there as she was just exhausting herself eventually too, but they figured out a way to contain him. You know, whatever they were trying to do, the end goal was to get a Inhuman to test whatever it is that they're planning on testing back on their lab. But, you know, they could have used him, but instead he was like, hey, the mission's still the mission. I'm going to try to get you S.H.I.E.L.D, which would be a big win for them regardless. But they're working towards a Inhumanless future. And so this operation with him, Radcliffe, and the Darkhold, I think, what, are they going to try to find some kind of pathogen or something of the sort to genocide all of the Inhumans out there, or anybody that is even a potential Inhuman? Because it was that was raised in here as well, but is that they have no way currently of knowing the sheer number of potential Inhumans that exists in the world. So there's a whole lot of variables up in the air about all of that. The Superior has read the Darkhold, which I found not surprising, but unexpected. And the way that Holden reacted, the way that Radcliffe reacted there was so Gollum-y. He's like, no, I told you couldn't read it, it's mine. Yeah. It does have that effect, it seems. He said whatever he learned in the book says that he needs Radcliffe to be able to do it, so that benefits them for the time being. But now they've captured, and this whole thing with Jeffrey, with this whole thing with Mace, I don't know why I just all of a sudden started using people's first names. I'm trying to figure out now that he can't use the serum, because it's now, as we've learned, detrimental to his health. The more he uses it, the higher the risk he will die using it increases. So every time he uses it, it's just more likely the next one will kill him if he survives the current injection. So he's trying to limit that. So as much as he's like the shield between the public and them now, he's so desperate to be involved in everything, because now with that revelation, he feels like he can't help. At least with before he had this information delivered to him, he thought if push come to shove, he could always enter the field and give them support. He could be the Captain America that he was pitched to be, but that's just not the reality anymore. But when everything was coming into this trap that they found themselves at the end, and hell, even on the plane when they found out the Shockley was the bomb, he and Fitz tackled him into the containment unit and ejected him out. He still put his life on the line. And that moment with Jemma getting mad at Fitz for doing that when he very well could have just died was cute. She's like, don't ever do that again. He was like, what, save the day? And she was like, no, do that, but don't risk your life. How dare you? I thought that was hilarious. But he's still like, he just wants to be useful. He wants to find his place. But when they found themselves between a rock and a hard place, he anteed up. He turned on the belt. He gave himself the injection, and he became the shield between them so that they could do what they needed to do, and he could stall. But they still think he's an Inhuman, and they still need an Inhuman for their test. And they didn't take him out, they captured him. Well, joke's on them. I wonder how that's gonna go when they find out whatever experiment they're planning doesn't work, or even worse, that because he's not Inhuman, maybe it'll even be worse for Mace. I don't know, but the goal, at least on their part, isn't gonna work. So that we can at least have that satisfaction. This is a fantastic arc, it really is. And again, like I said, like the Ghost Rider stuff, was like 8 episodes. And if this runs that course as well, we have, oh, sorry, I can't count. 3 more episodes of this pod still to go. It would end on episode 16, right? So we got 14, 15, and 16 still left to go. And I'm just curious how this will, well, one, how this is going to wrap up, and then how, like, what is the last, how many episodes are in this season total? 22. So then that leaves, so at 16, assuming they keep the same amount, that would then leave 6 episodes to conclusion to wrap up. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe there's variation in the pods, so maybe we're closer to the end of this than I'm expecting, or maybe it's a longer stretch, or I don't know. So I don't know once we wrap up this LMD thing, or when, for that matter, like what is the, like where the Darkhold was the carryover from our first pod. I'm wondering what the carryover is going to be, or if the Darkhold stays consistent a through line through the entire season. I don't know, man. I'm really curious. I'm again in love with the structure of this show. I think these writers have done a fantastic job making every moment matter. Anyway, that's kind of all I got, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it off to you. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Many share, your course God, Robert Onguionu, Jeffrey L, Jane Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Watchtower. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.